Buffalo, New York. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Buffalo Bills. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Second and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 26 and a first down. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Second and 6 at the 46-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6. Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a first down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. A quick throw here. That's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
Hey, 580! The mic. I got you. I got you. Check. Regular. Here we go. Checking most. Check the call. 58.
In his own end zone, it's Allen. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Rush in. Hey, home. Half. Hey, Zoo. 58, boys, 58, Mike. Here we go. Check nickel.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain.
Check 4. Half. Alert! I got him.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Let's go. Pick it up, D.
Pass 85. Pass 85.
Go. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Allen now looks to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd
Hey,
and
go.
8.
Watch out. Big Dadge. Go.
On 3rd down, Allen. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down.
Mike 54.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Hey, Orbit. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Mike 54. Let's go. Check.
Regular.
Shit.
Go.
Allen now on 1st down.
Watch the whip. Hey, low 3.
Escaping the pressure right. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Here we go again. Tighten up.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. We're scoreless after 1. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
I'm coming for you, son. Check the backer.
Pass 10. Monday.
Mike 54. Go.
Hey, box drop.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Got one.
Middle.
Allen now going to throw again.
Check.
Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 27-yard line.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Pass 10.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Hey, come on, up.
Bravo.
Shift. Kill.
On 52.
Kill.
56.
It's a safety cream.
On 1st down, Allen steps away to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
Mike 54. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Hey, check 24.
Regular.
Smooth. Deuce.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen going for it. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore. His first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
Check three, check three, check three.
From the gun, it's Allen. Going for the right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Box, right.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Come again. 58's the money. 58's the money. Watch the run. They're running, man.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
No.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Hey, watch it. Tight dog, tight.
To throw, it's Allen.
You got that.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Brian Burns, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. A second quarter score from down in Houston. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On third and long, it's Allen. Finding room inside the 40. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
All 52. Hey, Alpha.
47 is the mic. 47.
Operating from the gun. Allen throwing left side here, and it's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
47 Mike, 47.
Hey, watch delay.
Allen from the gun, he'll throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now Allen again.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this? And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. So after the INT, it's Allen. Out to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Josh Allen on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. 11 yards and a Panther first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Jackson gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Go, go. Watch the run, go.
To the air, Allen. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey, echo.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Yeah, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the 41, Jackson, and he slings one that's incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dayon Buchanan in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Regular. Check 99. Watch twist.
And some room to work. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play here for Buffalo. Well, hello. I mean, it took him a while to get him a rep, but that's quite an introduction to this game.
And not just hello. How about goodbye to the defense as he went past him? Big-time run on his first carry of the game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Pass 85. Hey, orbit.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic. On the ball.
Now Allen operating from the gun. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He got 29 yards that time.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Mike's 47.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson caught here by Griffin. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, It's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile.
Bravo.
Here's Allen to throw it. He's got room to run past the 20. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
Smooth.
Check.
Hey, hold. Hey, tight.
He's coming.
Allen going to try and throw on third down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A 44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. By the way, third quarter now in Cincinnati as we take a look at the NFL scoreboard. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First down, Carolina.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. This is McCaffrey, and a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on fourth, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much fourth downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on fourth down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
47 Mike, 47 Mike, Mike 47. Check.
Regular.
Buzz. Mike 47.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down. Allen now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, team 6.
From the gun, Allen. Open man, here's Foster. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hatchet.
Half 10. Alert. Hey, exit.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Let him know.
Operating from the gun, Allen. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
58, boys, 58.
X3. 218, chop it.
Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Here we go.
Allen. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
Half 85. 5 wide. Hey, Alpha.
Check Mike 33.
Now Allen to throw. Throwing on 3rd and long.
Undercut.
There's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A first down and then some. 36 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Check Mike 33.
He don't know no better. Look out.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
56, 56.
Motion.
Allen will try again on second down. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hey, home.
Rush in. Check this out.
Allen to throw once more. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
Check, 93's the mic. Hey, high 7.
So Allen's going to look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Alert. Middle. Hey, wahoo! 93's the mic.
Gotta do better.
Here's Allen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on 1st and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at 3rd and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
Watch out.
Monday. Half. Go. Check, 93's the mic.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Here's McCaffrey. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. On the ground, McCaffrey, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
I'm coming after you. Check. Fresno. Hey.
Now Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the middle. Switch half.
Whip. Watch the whip. Hey, alert 3.
Half.
Bang. Tighten up.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. And Diggs has it. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
And they just hit another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
Throwing now is Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an